Welcome back to some more Monster Train Monster 2 action. Today I'm going to do one of the dimensional challenges. I've done all of them. I mean, if you are aware of the spoilers, if you are not, I'm going to do a spoiler one. But you have to complete all, I think, not all, but most of them to get the main spoiler content. Anyways, what we're going to do is one that I see often asked for advice on. We're going to try the body blocking challenge. Okay, the Pyre is fragile, forcing your units to rise to the occasion. You get bullet, you get frozen lances, you get final shard at the start of the battle, apply fragile and damage shield 2 to your Pyre mutators. You send your units at the end of each turn, and cure light wounds, restore 5 health to all units after combat. You also get the Pyre of Savagery, so friendly unit gains +1 slay permanently, or +1 attack permanently on a slay. Now, the reason people struggle with this is because the damage shield and the Amalgams. So the units that deal 5 damage to your Pyre if you have no units on the floor, right? Well, all your units ascending to the top floor, so they kind of have those 2 open floors. And so that's where the struggle, I think most people are going for, or coming from on that. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted, well, apparently I can't check the logbook here. We're going to go ahead and start it. All right, so we see offering tokens. I always like those. Proliferates, Nameless Sirens, always decent. So not a bad start at all. We're going to go ahead and just check these, then I'll talk about some strategy things. Sketches, Wing Steel. Let's take a Wing Steel. Let's draw quicker is good. And then I'm going to go with the Trample to start with. Because I'm going to cross path the Trample, okay? That's the big one thing I think in Bullet in general is you want to cross path out of Trample. This is Covenant 6 only, okay? Now let's look at that logbook real quick. Let's look at some cards. So what you really need to find are ways to deal with those Amalgams. So you're looking for Unnamed Tomed. You are looking for Frenzied Swarm to daze them. You are looking for Spell Weakness and Giant Damage spells to just, pop them immediately. Siren Song doesn't help you there because, it's top floor only. So you're looking at those 2 cards for sure. Under Legion, on the other hand, doesn't really have much in the way of straight up preventing them from dealing damage, but what you can do, I think that's the last rare unit I haven't discovered, ignore that. What you can do is you can spawn units, so you have all your spawn spells, right? So Green Recruit, Eager Conscript, stuff like that. You can spawn units to fill the floors the turn the enemies come in there, and that's going to help clog the floor so that that Amalgam damage does not trigger. Actually, what are our bosses? Oh, perfect. Chosen of Savagery. Awesome. So that's going to have Amalgams. And a Pyre Hunter here. Okay, so we are really in for the challenge at this moment. There's also a couple of artifacts, something like Sigil Seaweed, the artifact that just spawns units. Looking for both of those. Yeah, we'll take the Pyre Dampener. We're fine. I don't think we're going to have too much issue to start with. We're actually going to play you bottom, and we're going to play both of those top. You're not going to get much damage. Go away, Vengeful Shards. That's all fine. Let's see if I can't get you to slay real quick. Very cool. You're gonna miss that gold, unfortunately. But otherwise, I think we're doing pretty decent. Let's just get that proliferate going, right? We want that out of here. Let's just keep getting more stacks. Getting some slays into units is always good. We play top, and we don't want to give you rage, so we're just going to give our 4 rage. We're gonna discard that. We proliferate. We ping. Oh no. Wait a second. Where's that X? Did I see an X on both of them? Yes, I do. That means the bullets gain the kills. So we're gonna allow that to happen. The Trample's gonna get 2 kills. Get the +2 slay. I like that to begin with. Okay, anything super useful here? I mean, that's not... A Loam Coat's pretty good to see. And a damage spell. I like some damage spells to start us off. Stygian Banner. Let's go Under Legion. Let's... Oh, that's a fun one. Spore Launcher. Okay, let's make some things better. That is such an expensive thing to do. We're just going to consume out a couple of these spells. Okay, once again, we're going to play you bottom. We're going to play both of these top and you middle. And I think this is how we might end up doing it next floor as well. We're just going to get rid of that right away. How dare you guys just descend. Yeah, this is fine. You know, we'll just do that. Cool. Got a nice big floor. Enjoy seeing that. Yeah. Gain some good decay stacks going. That's fine. Gonna come middle. That's whatever. Take out the damage shield. That's always a good idea against this boss. Go away card, go away card. Oh. Aha, we got the double X. That means our tramples gain the slay. We're gonna stop there. Very cool. None of these are quite really the one I want to see, but we'll take a spawning pods because it does give me a lot of blockers. Crypt Builder is great with all of the discard effects I have. And, you know, let's try to... If we get lucky, we can find the silence room right here. Nope. And no silence room. Do Hall of Mirrors. That could be pretty fun. No. We want to save our money for the best stuff, okay? Craft and equipment from your deck on a unit. You don't have... Do we have equipment? Did I go insane? Yeah, we do. But we don't want that on any of our actual guys at the moment. Whoops. I actually meant to do the random equipment, but hey, I'll take 10 gold, I guess. Alright. Now we need to make sure we aggressively defend our Pyre health here. Which means I'm going to spend my money to thin my deck out, increasing the chances that I don't get punched in the face by Arkion, okay? Now, the way these bosses always work is they will... I'm going to leave both of those in. They will spawn at your highest floor. So Arkion's going to come in on top floor. See? Nice and easy. We're just going to start discarding some stuff. I want them to go middle with my bullet. Yeah. Oh, that's enough to kill you, which is not ideal. So we just block here. Yeah, you spawn bottom, which we don't like, right? But a spawning pod, 4, 8, 12, 16, then an eager conscript is enough to survive. Right, so that's why I took that spawning pod just for, I mean, basically this exact occasion. And then you're going to come top again, and at this point, we're pretty well set. Right, because there's only one more wave where they're going to be trying to punch our Pyre, this one. I'm going to get rid of that. We drop you, we drop an Eager Conscript. If we drop a second one, we're still going to take the punch. We are taking 2 punches. So we don't want that, right? So we're not going to be blocking both of those hits, but we do hit enough to block those. So we're only taking 1 punch, and then you lose your ability here, so we are golden. Yeah. Very cool. So the next step after this is going to be trying to find some sort of daze or silence effect. So we're looking for rooms where we're looking for the spells with silence. You know, that sort of stuff. Here I can't see the map, so we're just gonna punch a bunch of things. Spore Launcher gets the kill. Not my trample guy, it's fine. Okay. I mean, deep... my Tosis cap is pretty funny, actually. Because you could just, like, spam the floor with units. But I love a deep offering. You could always, of course, like, try to do an infinite combo. Well, that definitely helps. Let's get draw, so we're more likely to see our good stuff. And then we'll probably do Ember after this. Artifact or magics, we want artifacts, okay? Because this is where we can find like a sigiled seaweed. We don't see it, we re-roll. Nothing super amazing there. Thankfully, we didn't pass. Oh man, Arcus, I can't, because that'll kill me. So be it, Arcus. So be it indeed. Well, what a dud of a side. That's okay. We'll take the rally. We'll see if we find more Amalgams. Which one are you? Damage Shield? Damage Shield's actually the kind of scariest one, right? Which means we're going to probably lead with our Traveler up top on that one. But for now, I'm just going to play them as we have been. That way you kind of follow up doing damage. I'm going to start our Propagates. Some more. We'll just keep doing that. We'll drop all of our units from our deck just to get them out. Now you're top floor. No, my money. Yeah. We're just gonna keep rallying. Yeah, a lot of Titan skin. But I think we can get through it pretty easily. Yeah, not an issue there. Get rid of this. Get this. Let's go ahead and just pot up some more mushrooms. You are definitely annoying, but yeah, you still have the incant at this level. But we have a lot of units up here, so I think we can make it through, okay? We will conscript and then deep offering just to get the spell out. And if that is enough, we click end turn. Ooh, we are getting a trample kill, I think. There we go. Some Trump, some Rally, propagates. Sap is interesting. I don't think we need any of those. None of them fully quite help what we want. We're gonna take the Preserve, because if we get key spells, that can really help with it. We're gonna go back to the Merchant of Arms now. Wishy Room's not what we want. Reroll. Zone of Silence. We make that deployable. There we go. It's what you want to see. Get the red crown and 2 followers. Hilarious. Let's do it. You never know what you get with that. We could actually just dupe you. Yeah, I think that's going to be the correct call. And then we just need, well, we don't need the Ember yet, right? I'm going to drop you in front, I think, now. You got Quick. That's pretty decent. Let's just start getting rid of units. Let's hold on to this Deep Offering. You can go out. I think I'm going to end up Zone of Silencing up top. I mean, we also Loam Coat. I think we have to say goodbye to the Shard. And at this point, we're pretty good, okay? Except for that. How dare they get units going through, right? Ah, man. Okay. So that is not ideal. Maybe we do this like normal. We drop you and you. You can travel upwards. Get our summons. Drop you, put the Trampler in the back again. I don't know why I froze that. That was silly. Okay. Jerks. Yeah, we'd still, I guess we'll still do it this way. We just have to be smarter about the things coming up. We want to start conscripting up top as we can. You are something that should probably be dealt with. Let's get that Zone of Silence. Let's just Deep Offering. Let's get rid of the Vengeful Shard. Okay, so we are surviving here, so we can go ahead and Crypt Builder. Get rid of you. Get rid of the pod people. Proliferate. Awesome. We keep our troop bonus, and I think let's just keep some more stuff. Yeah, we want troops. We want troops so we can trample through things. I mean, we would like to kill that guy as well. Let's Zone of Silence, Eager Conscript. Yeah. That way they cannot sap us. We'll just hold on to you. Ooh, that's a good proliferate. We definitely are going to want Ember next, right? You in the back, I guess. We got a giant guy there. We got a giant guy in second. Okay. We see double X, which means we are getting a trample kill, so that's good. We're just going to click end turn. So I guess, yeah, the trample is going to make sense to happen anyways. Man, these reanimate triggers are just feeding us so much slays, which is nice. Okay, skip. Take the unnamed tome. Even though it gives us the calcified ember, that is really good. And at this point, we just want to make spells cheaper. Nothing else really matters too much for us. -1. The holdover guy. We're going to hold over an offering token as well, because that helps us get through our deck. You get big damage. And honestly, we can spell chain that, because spell chain no longer increases cost, right? So that's amazing. Let's consume you out. Double stack. Mute 10. I don't think we need a mute 10, I'll be honest. We can't play all these units turn one, so we get rid of a shield steward. Lord of the Cherubs. This one's going to be a little bit annoying as well. You're going to go bottom. You will go top, and we will Zone of Silence right away, because then we don't get the Eaton triggers. Yeah, you little triple striker, I guess. Let's do this again. I'm going to say goodbye to the loam code so we can on-name tome you. And get rid of that. So if we can silence these floors, we are in a very good position. There we go. That's nice to see. We're going to drop the Nameless Siren behind, obviously. Slave. That doesn't really help you too much. We're going to hold on to the Proliferate and get rid of a Spear Steward. Alright, you get to go behind units now, which is good, because you need to recuperate a little bit. Go away. Go away. Five cards. We don't want to draw the Zone of Silence this turn, so we're not going to, okay? You survive, which is great. Yeah, this was the scariest floor in my opinion. Just because I hadn't silenced these floors yet. There's my loam code again. Keep missing it. Go away shards, go away shards. Go away giant hammer. Doing pretty decent. Nothing's coming up with anything except for silenced. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of the hammer. We're gonna hold on to that. Let's just consume out cards. Oh no, my follower. We're not doing the best on our units, unfortunately. There's finally a loam coat. It's 20. We got 6, 8, 16, 22, 34. I can get 4, 8, 28. So we can't actually get you out this turn. But we can at least get everything else out, right? And still do a huge chunk of damage into the boss. Alright, get the conscript. Get rid of the units. I guess we hold the train steward just so we don't redraw it. Oh, you go up with a damage shield. Wow. Oh, we got 2 hits, so you know, we're perfectly fine at the moment. But I can definitely say I was not expecting that. Alright, let's get rid of stuff. Let's get the loam coat finally. And now we're really going to be rolling on those sleighs, right? Go away shard. Go away spear steward. I want you to kill everything for more sleigh triggers, right? So that hits, those 2 kill the first one, that kills the next one, so yeah. And gets, I don't know, a little bit more rage on our back siren, right? All good there. Okay. Don't really need any of that, so we skip. I'm going to take the Ember, as I said, because we really need that deployment Ember. Let's go right. Merchant shows me a dualism. That's interesting on you. Actually, it's better on you. You can have armor gain. You can have Titanite. You can have 20 health. Richard Garfield's event. Ooh. Pack 3 spells into 1. If I was guaranteed to see like a remove consume, I would take that so quickly. 3 units into the box? Yeah, we'll do that. I like that 3-for-1 purge. Always nice. Okay, we already got trample, so we're just going to take +1/+1. Get some more health on our dude. Units on all floor means we are going to play our trampoline friend up top. Like so. You get to go here with your own defense, and then we'll silence the bottom floor. It's 48 damage. 28. Maybe I should have put something else in front. Alright, so we're surviving. And since we're still alive, I'm still happy. Now, though, we are getting a little bit of junk, which is annoying. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of you. We can silence that floor. Okay, so now we got a turn without junk, which is great. And now we can focus. There we go. My other zone of silence. Whew. Quiet, please. That can go away. 13. We are going to get enough to get through that, which is great. Crystallis, you kind of don't have much use anymore. All right. Goodbye, shard. Goodbye, shard. Let's get a couple of units. I think we'll get that frozen, I guess. Let's deep offering just because I can. Get rid of that. Keep summoning more units. That actually made it up, which is annoying. It is what it is. Silencing those is actually quite good. Okay, you go to the back. The other one gets to go to the back, I guess. Is that the right call? I do not know. $61. We're doing what? That's 320, so yeah, we're fine. We still have both damage shield. Always got to double check your math before going up. Easy. Those are silenced again, so we have a turn to spam our spells. I mean, you back here with that cursed multi-strike, you're gonna go far. And we don't need to incant anything up. With the spikes, we will lose the bullet, but it's fine. We get the kill. More draw, I like that as a draw effect. Let's take another unnamed tome. That's good temp silences. Let's go to the right. Extra spell slot? Is that what I want? I think I mainly just want -1s, right? Holdover. -2 consume out the Crystallis. Remove consume. We could remove consume -1 deep offering. Or we just -1 another one of these, right? Double stack. Still funny to do that. Put you up to 180. Trinkets. You know, we can take a Tethys Scales. That could actually be useful. Ah, there's my sigiled seaweed. Love to see that. Everything enters with mute 1. Very good. Very, very, very good. All right. Extra slot. We don't have equipments. So let's purge something. What do we want to purge today? Well, follower can go. We can, we'll hold one just just to hold it. And let's get rid of an eager conscript. Oh, yeah, we got 2 more purges as well. What to purge? Jack in the Box, you're free. You don't need to be purged. Let's get the Frozen Lances. Since they're not free, I often end up not playing them. Use my Ember elsewhere. Alright. So they are going to spawn top. And we will place these here. We only need to Zone of Silence the middle floor at the moment because Sigiled Seaweed is going to take care of bottom floor for us. And we can silence, I guess. We will actually put the code on you because I do want you to have health. Propagate the mutes, yeah. So now you entered with mute, which is great. Let's just start our potting up. Let me get rid of you. Almost take that out. Okay. I think we are good there at the moment. And so they come up, right, from that silence floor to this silence floor. Now we are just set. A lot of damage because of the sweeper, it looks like. Do we need... What floor do we need to mute? That is my current question. We propagate. We are doing fine here. We don't need a silence. Let's just silence on our floor. They come in with 1 mute. We had 2 silenced. Yeah, we got all the silenced floors. I think we're going to be fine, okay? Ah, the double Crypt Builder turn. Love to see it. You actually survive, which is hilarious. Now that unit coming through is definitely scary. You are going to hit us once. Oofed. So that's what we currently have to watch out for, is these double wide waves, right? Yeah, like this one. But that going for 360 does let us clear this floor. I mean, we're almost doing enough damage to clear the double wides with the 2 of them. That's a good 360, which is what you want to see. That allows us to clear the wave. Two cards. Yeah, we can do this, because if it's a hammer, it takes out the front unit. We get even better damage in. And then at this point, Man, we got some good spell weakness hits, though. We hit you, so now we're clearing out that wave. All right. You do not have spell weakness on you, unfortunately. But we are quite good on the damage anyways. Yeah, now we are definitely right. Because you, our front unit, are actually going to trample through both of those 2 hits. And with 25 regen, yeah, we got this kill. Just gonna throw out a couple of hammers. Of course, the downside here is, you, Titan Skin, how dare you? Anyways, there is the victory. Run summary. There you have it, the body blocking challenge, right? It was even both of Arkion sign of Savagery with the Pyre Hunter here, right? So the Pyre punching, if my floor was empty, and Seraph Eternus chosen of Savagery. So even more Pyre punching there. There's the key things you need to look for. You need to look for, let's see, you got 1, 2, 3 of the 4 main things that you want to look for. Sigiled Seaweed is a good one. If you see this in this challenge, you want to pick it. Mute 1 on enemies means when those amalgams spawn bottom floor, you don't have to worry about them because they can't hurt you that round. You can get your, where is my tome, right? My unnamed tome. Unnamed tome's a good uncommon. Mute 5, you play that on them. They can't do anything for several rounds because of it. Then what else? You have, well, we didn't see the daze, the discard your hand and daze all units. That's a good one to put on -1 and holdover, or even if you really have the Ember and are doing well, you can do just like a spell chain holdover. So you discard, you pay 2 Ember basically to daze 2 in total, or daze all floors, or you could, hold over double stack it is actually probably a better idea, because that only costs 1 Ember, because double stack no longer increases it. Got the old monster train 1 on the mind that I forgot that how much better double stack is now. So that is great. And then of course, Zone of Silence, right? It's a good idea to try to visit some of the shops that give you rooms and weapons, because Zone of Silence on deployable is great. Taking the footstool, so Dante's footstool, which is the one that draws you a room card on deployment and makes it cost 0, is also good because of this. But you definitely want to look for these Zone of Silences. Try to take those. If you get one on deployable and then dupe it, then you have 2 of your rooms already covered. And you don't have to worry about them anymore, right? Because by the time they hit your on-silenced room, if you have no other pieces, then that's your kill floor on top anyways. Other things to look out for, right? I didn't have any of those silence pieces, right? When I went against Arkion, Sign of Savagery. Part of that's just playing into the fact that Arkion, the flying bosses tend to go to floors where you have units already. And in the first round, they always spawn on the highest floor you have units on, okay? So those are key things to remember. And then just to protect yourself, right, you want maybe some beefy units. So if like the Spore Launcher had Titanite earlier, that would be maybe one to hold off, not play right away, so I can play it on an Arkion floor later on to try to draw it and not take Pyre damage. Or I had the, I always call it the pod people, the spawning pods. Spawning pods, I mean, that's 16 health right there. So one more puts you at 20 health, which is usually enough to survive both Arkion's hit and whatever other units are on that floor. So that's another way. You just want to body block with the spawning pods on those waves so that they don't do damage to your Pyre against Arkion. But yeah, there is this dimensional challenge done, the body blocking challenge. So with that said, thank you for watching and have fun.